A quiet hospital room, bathed in the soft glow of moonlight filtering through the blinds. All is still except for the steady rhythmic beep of the heart monitor. In the bed, a man lies motionless, a figure lost in the shadows. Suddenly, a phone screen illuminates the darkness, casting a cold blue light across his face. A text message glows on the screen. They didn't find it. You have to move it. His eyes fly open, wide with a dawning horror. The steady beep of the monitor accelerates, a frantic drumbeat echoing his surging panic. He lurches upright, staring at the phone as if it's a venomous snake. The camera pushes in, capturing the raw terror etched on his features. Then, a sound, or rather, the absence of it. The door to his room glides open without a whisper. A silhouette stands framed in the doorway, a medical professional by their shape, but their face is lost in the deep shadows. The figure holds a syringe, the needle glinting ominously in the dim light. They step into the room, their voice a calm, chilling monotone. You need to rest. As they move closer, the light catches their ID badge. It's completely blank. The man's eyes dart from the syringe, to the blank badge, to the figure's unreadable expression. His heart monitor screams, a flat line of pure fear. Just as the figure raises the syringe, a piercing wail shatters the silence. The fire alarm. Red emergency lights flash, painting the room in strobing, hellish hues. It's the only chance he'll get. He rips the sensors from his chest, ignoring the sting of the adhesive. The figure is momentarily distracted by the alarm, and in that split second, he scrambles from the bed, crawling desperately towards the bathroom door. He throws himself inside, slamming the door shut and fumbling with the lock just as a hand thuds against the other side. Safe for a moment, he pulls out his phone. A new message is waiting. They're listening. You have limited time. There's no time to think, only to act. He shoves the window open. The cold night air hits him, thick with the smell of rain. He doesn't hesitate, climbing out and making a treacherous descent down the side of the building, landing hard on the wet pavement below. As he melts into the shadows of the street, a sleek black vehicle pulls up to the hospital entrance. Figures emerge, moving with silent, professional purpose as they enter the building he just escaped. His phone buzzes again, this time displaying a map. A single blinking dot marks a destination. He runs, his breath ragged, the rain soaking him to the bone. The blinking dot leads him to a deserted bus station, an echoing, cavernous space that feels like the end of the world. He finds the designated storage locker, his hands trembling as he works the combination. Inside, nestled among old newspapers, is an antique pocket watch. It looks ordinary, but as he picks it up, the hands begin to spin wildly, counterclockwise, defying all logic. Before he can process what's happening, a hand clamps down on his shoulder from behind. A voice, low and threatening, speaks right next to his ear. Give me the device. He freezes, his mind racing. But then there's a soft thud. The grip on his shoulder loosens and the attacker slumps to the ground, stunned. A woman now stands where his assailant was. She looks at him, her expression serious but not unkind. I'm here to help, she says simply. She leads him away from the station, her movements quick and certain. In the relative safety of a darkened alley, she gestures to the watch. Let me see it. Cautiously, he hands it over. With delicate precision, she opens the back casing. It's not clockwork inside. It's a small, intricate electronic device, pulsing with a soft, ethereal light. What is this? He asks, his voice barely a whisper. The woman looks up, her eyes meeting his. This contains your friend's consciousness, she explains. He knew they were coming for him. This was his only way out. We need to protect it. She leads him to an old, dilapidated building, its windows boarded up. Inside, however, is a network of humming servers and electronic equipment. This place blocks all signals, she says, gesturing around the room. We're safe to listen here. She carefully connects the device from the watch to a computer terminal. A moment later, a voice fills the room. It's a voice he knows better than his own, his friend. If you're hearing this, the recording says, it means things went wrong. I need your help. You can't trust anyone. As the recording plays, a new window flashes on the computer screen. A bright red warning message. System alert. Deception protocol active. Source compromised. His blood runs cold. He looks from the screen to the woman, his initial relief curdling into suspicion. Are you helping me, or are you trapping me? He demands, his voice tight with accusation. In response, she pulls out her own phone and shows him the screen. On it are messages from the same unknown number that contacted him, guiding her, leading her to him. "We're both being guided," she says, her voice strained. "I don't know who to trust either." Before he can reply, the power cuts out. The humming equipment dies, plunging the room into absolute darkness. From outside, they hear the distinct sounds of heavy footsteps and vehicles screeching to a halt. They're surrounded. They make a break for the back entrance, but they're intercepted almost immediately. Figures in tactical gear grab him, their movements efficient and impersonal. He is separated from the woman and forced into a vehicle. The driver is a man in a simple suit who seems completely ordinary, but his eyes keep flicking to the rearview mirror, watching him with an unnerving intensity. The car doesn't head back toward the city. Instead, it drives for what feels like hours, finally arriving at a gleaming, ultra-modern facility nestled in a remote, undisclosed location. This wasn't the destination he was promised. He's escorted into a sterile, white laboratory. Scientists in clean suits swarm around a central table where the pulsing device from the watch now sits, under intense examination. A man who appears to be the lead scientist approaches him. "This technology," he says, his voice calm and academic, "is revolutionary. It can preserve a human consciousness after biological death, but it's unstable. It needs a living host to anchor it." The scientist's gaze is direct, unwavering. "Your friend can continue to exist, to live on through this device, but we need your help. It will require a significant personal risk from you." Before they can elaborate, a surge of information floods his mind, not his own thoughts, but complex schematics, security protocols, escape routes. It's coming from the device. It's his friend helping him. Using this newfound knowledge, he breaks free, stunning the scientists with his sudden, precise actions. He fights his way through the facility, following the mental map his friend is providing, finally reaching the rooftop as the first light of dawn breaks across the horizon. In front of him is a massive transmission array. The knowledge floods his mind again. He can use this tower. He has a choice. He can broadcast his friend's consciousness into the global network, setting it free but making it vulnerable. Or he can destroy the device, protecting himself from whatever personal risk the scientists mention. His hand hovers over a control panel with two large buttons. One is labeled Release, the other Protect. The weight of his friend's existence rests on this single decision. He takes a deep breath and slams his hand down. The equipment roars to life, bathing the rooftop in a blinding white light. As the energy surges, a new message flashes on a nearby monitor, one he didn't expect. Process cannot be stopped. Integration has begun. He stares at his reflection in the dark screen of the monitor. He sees his own face, terrified and confused. And then, for just a fraction of a second, his reflection smiles. But it isn't his smile. It's his friend's.